the state Homeland Security has put this together, all the state law enforcement teams that can deploy anywhere in the state or in the southeast to support law enforcement function or a terrorist event, this kind of thing. Houston County and the City of Dothan Police are here to absorb the training that's being used, put their equipment on display, and work together, these teams working together, and see what everybody's done with their money and get some ideas of what we would like to do in our local area, because this way all ideas get together, and in the long run it'll make a better trained team.
Okay, we're here with Houston County Lieutenant Jeff Carlisle. Lieutenant?
We just brought the trucks and all of our vehicles. We got several people together to bring all of our equipment out. This is an opportunity for all the regions to get together. We were able to come down here, get to network, get to meet some of these people. Some of the people you talk to them on the telephone, you hit them on the internet and back and forth, but you don't get to put a face to it. Here you get to put a face to it, find out what kind of assets they have, what kind of equipment's around for them to use. It's just a real good opportunity for everybody to get out, and also again to exercise the equipment, to get the equipment out and convoy the equipment. Some of these people that are driving these vehicles have never driven on a convoy like this, and it's just a real good experience.
Lieutenant, I think we've seen this vehicle before in the past, but could you give us a 5-cent tour again?
Sure, absolutely. Of course, it's a Region 2, which is a 10-county region. 10-county region is Barber, Butler, Coffee, Covington, Crenshaw, Dale, Geneva, Henry, Houston, and Pike. This vehicle will respond to any major crime scenes in those areas if requested. Would you like to step inside?
Sure.
And in here we've got, of course, one thing that it does, it gets you out of the elements. It is self-contained, does have its own heat, also own air conditioning. We've got several things that we can do here. Anything from video in a crime scene with the DVDs here, to radios, which give us contact with all the other regions in the county, in the state, excuse me, and other counties. And most of we've got a bunch of mutual aid channels in here that we can all talk to each other on. We've got again the ability to watch either satellite television, which gives us the opportunity if something is going on. We do know what the news is reporting on. Also, it lets us know how long what the weather may be like somewhere else. And then we've also got the capabilities of taking and videoing a crime scene from a vantage point way up high, with our poles about 35 feet in the air.
Is that what that joystick does?
Yeah, this joystick does. It manipulates the camera 360 degrees round, up and down. Also, it zooms, has a very good zoom, so that we can actually pull in tight areas and see and get detail.
What is this equipment here?
This is fingerprint equipment. This is for keeping the dust down. It's filtered so the dust doesn't get everywhere. They can process fingerprints here, and also this right here is for basically it's like a super glue technique that they use to fume fingerprints on that. From there on, we've got several different kits right down here. These kits are anything from blood or bodily fluid collections to just number restoration kit. And there's also over here you've got your Nikon Total Station, Prime Sight Imager. These are all equipment that helps you pick up and collect evidence at the scene, and also map out your area even better also.
Thanks a lot, Lieutenant.
Not a problem.
And we're here with Trooper Charles Dysart. He's the public information officer for Montgomery, for the Montgomery area. And he's here with the state helicopter. He's going to tell us a little bit about it.
With the state helicopter, it's called the Bell 407. We do long line rescues where we may have someone that's injured. They may be in a cave, or they may be in a canyon or a valley area where that emergency response personnel, they cannot reach that individual on foot. So we can actually hover above that location while we're on the inside of the helicopter and lower a long line rescue down to that subject. We'll put state troopers, trained law enforcement personnel, or trained first responders on that long line, and we will lower them down to that location where they can then rescue and get that injured party to safety, get to the injured party to the ambulance so they can receive emergency treatment. This funding for the purchase of this helicopter was provided by the Alabama Department of Homeland Security. It's used where any law enforcement agency or any community, any county, any city government, it's available to assist them to make those rescues, to make the public safe, to make law enforcement safe, to where we can train and have a more efficient, effective, and versatile law enforcement officer and emergency responders.
Thank you, Trooper. Okay, we're here with Lieutenant Bennett with the Alabama Marine Police, and he's going to tell us a little about his agency and a little bit about this boat.
Sure. This particular boat works the port of Mobile, and being the 10th largest port in the United States, there's a lot of critical infrastructure in and around the Mobile and Baldwin counties there. We moved this boat from our search and rescue station in Orange Beach about 2 years ago, really in response to some of the increased Homeland Security duties that we've got in and around Mobile. Also, this particular boat is 9 years old. It's probably got 20,000 hours worth of service on it. No telling how many hundreds of search and rescues it's completed. It's been up to 106 miles offshore on search and rescue before. Also, this was one of the primary boats that we used for the last couple of months in the Deepwater Horizon disaster response in coastal Alabama. We've used it to monitor some of the booms that were put out to prevent sabotage and destruction that was taking place, and also to safeguard them and just make sure they were working correctly. There are several of these boats around the state, and as you can see, we're able to put it on a trailer and take it anywhere in the state within a matter of hours if an emergency arises.